Hey, this is Phil Kammer, and this is Counter Agenda. I'd like to thank you for the time you took to come over and to click on whatever you clicked to get here. I know there's a lot of other great YouTube sites out there, a lot of great conservatives and independents and libertarians have got great programs. So I'd like to really thank you for your time. And listen, if you're one of my Twitter subscribers and you click the link to come here and watch this video, thank you. Truly, thank you. I really do. And if I haven't followed you yet, let me know. I'll follow you. I'm not one of those guys that won't follow. I have no problem following. It's just a matter of I have a number of people, so I have to kind of keep track. So other than that, thanks for coming over. So most of you don't know me. My background is in the United States Army. And I was in the United States Army Infantry for a little while, and both active duty and in the National Guard. After that, I got a degree in public policy, in accounting, and a MBA at a school in the West Coast. And I grew up in California, believe it or not. Don't hold it against me, please. California is still an absolutely wonderful and a beautiful place, and it still has some wonderful people. And if you're from California, I don't have to go any further because you know what's happening. So I'll end it right there. What am I going to be talking about? Well, with a new channel and being a Christian, I'm coming at you with a Christian bent. And it is a solid Christian bent. I am very unapologetic with some of the issues. However, you have to balance that, obviously, as a Christian with love, right? Compassion. But there are things that are black and white. And believe it or not, there are fewer things that are gray than you might think. And a lot of people on the left, they would rather everything kind of be gray. And it's just not the way it happens in real life. So what else? I love covering social and cultural issues and kind of pointing out different aspects that might not have been looked at. I'm not one that gets into the weeds too much. I'm going to tell you why. There's so much subterfuge out there, so many smoke clouds, so much fog of war, that the vast majority of Americans and people of the world do not know what's going on completely. They don't know all of the actors because of all of the fog, right? So you're going to find that in this channel, I keep things simple. Simple. Because things are really, truly simple when they get down to it. And, I've always stayed away from people that have given me explanations that take more than a page, at less than 10 font, right? And so that's just kind of who I am, and that's the kind of the video that you're going to get here. I hope that what I am starting to chat about is something of interest to you. I know there's a lot of other sites out there, but I believe after a while you'll understand that there's just a little bit difference. There's a little bit of a difference with me in regards to how I see these things. I'm relatively positive, but it might not always seem so. I believe that there is always hope. If you're a Christian, there is always hope. Right? If you're not a Christian, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. And in another video, I'll talk to you why you're in trouble. And, there's a lot of issues in the world that I might be bringing up. I'm ex-military, so I have a tendency in covering military things, right? I'm probably going to end up covering Ukraine. And I can tell you right now on the issue of Ukraine, some of you are going to love me. The others are going to turn your back on me. And some of you will scratch your head on what I really think happened in Ukraine. Some of you already kind of know, you've got an idea, right? And I'll just tell you right now, some of you hate the idea of supporting Ukraine in this. And I know it's really tough. But on this topic, I'm going to leave you just with this one thought. It's not the governments that are suffering. I think most of you know that. It's the people. And it's the people that, if you're a Christian, you should be more concerned about. And right now, the people are being absolutely obliterated. And if the United States government has to send some arms to assist Ukraine with stopping that, I have no problem with it. All right? And I understand all your arguments about it. I understand it completely. But we can't let civilians die en masse. Okay, I kind of went off a little bit, and I didn't want to do that. So, because this is an introduction video, right? Introduction video. And introduction videos, you don't get trouble on the first time that you start speaking, right? I don't need trouble. I don't want people to cave my head in on the first video. So, I'm a Christian. And what's that mean? It means I'm a Christian. I serve Christ. And I love the Lord dearly. And so I'm hoping that I find people who truly love the Lord from their heart, right? From their heart. That's the people I'm trying to attract, right? People who love the Lord from their heart. I don't necessarily, I don't mind. Anybody can come here and listen to this, but I want you to understand, I'm not a debater. I'm gonna cover end time issues at times. Sometimes, I might have a video or two on that. I want to tell you right now, I'm not into pre-trib or post-trib or triple trib, because I know the Lord's coming. And if you're a Christian, that's all you need to know. If you put all your time into worrying about pre-trib or post-trib or triple trib or whatever trib, that basically tells me that you're not knocking on your door, not knocking on your neighbor's door and talking to them about the Lord, right? And that's what's more important, right? So I'm not going to be a Christian channel that is pounding on end times issues, although I'm going to hit it on occasion, all right? Because, we're here. Other than that, I could possibly end up being suspended here or even banned. I want you to know that, because I don't hold things back. There is absolutely no hate going to be coming out of this channel. None. But the world will not see it that way. Christ did not come to this earth to bring peace, did he? For those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know. He didn't come to bring peace, right? And other than that, I'd like to thank every one of you for coming and just taking the time to listen to what I have to say. I really hope that you will end up coming back and taking a look at my next video and subscribing. Keep in mind, I probably am only going to be doing this or releasing this one day a week. I'm not quite sure. My day's filled with trading in the day, so if there's any traders among you, I do trading during, normally, the first 4 or 5 hours, somewhere around there. And I take some consulting calls sometimes, and sometimes I'm just away. And, but, the deepest parts of my heart are for ministry. And I really do have a heart for various ministries. And so I'm really kind of pushing myself on a lot of that stuff. But I also really want to do this. And I'm not quite sure how well it will turn out. And so other than that, my name is Phil Kammer. And I really do appreciate your time and coming in and listening. So other than that, God bless you through this week. And I pray that the peace of the Lord is with you. And that you take things easy through the week. But be strong. And do something great for someone this week. All right? Fill out.